Good afternoon, it's Artzenin. So, I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and drop audio blueprints or audio commentary about season 1 Snapshot. And this is why. For an insider, they want just that. They want the juice, the bits, the flair behind these projects and our characters. So there's some things that I have revealed bits and pieces of. And when I say bits and pieces, I mean I've revealed bits and pieces sparingly. I didn't really go into detail on Instagram. I didn't go into detail on other blogs on Reddit because of how people would react. I think for the insiders on Patreon, though, they get it. They can get the truth, the canon truth about my characters and scenes in its full glory, unfiltered, raw, on Patreon only. And it will not be posted anywhere else. This is a risk. This is a risk because if I wanted to keep it, the canon scenes and truths to myself, which was originally the idea, I didn't risk people miscuing that or downloading it and copying it and uploading it somewhere else, which you should not do. It is intellectual property. It is mine. It is copyrighted. Do not do that unless it is under fair use. And I'm even going to tell people in the Patreon community, you cannot leak this anywhere else. If people want this, they have to become an insider. And I will tell the insiders as a moderator over the Patreon community and as the author, this is strictly for you. It stays here. And if we catch it outside of here and we find you, you got to take it down. Like, it's that top secret. And I don't want people outside of the insiders on Patreon talking about these cut scenes and deleted scenes. But the audio files, it's a lot more personal. It's a lot more deeper. I get to be more expressive behind the relationship, soulmate relationship status all my characters have. I get to be more open about their struggles, their vices, their sins, why they did it, why they didn't do it. I get to just delve deep into the why and explain everything. And I won't hold back. On other platforms, I hold back because I automatically know people who don't know me, people who don't understand my writing style or understand pure ahava or ahava, they're going to twist it and make it into something, try to say I'm hiding behind the Lord and I'm secretly a closet lesbian and I'm covering it up and my characters are also secret lesbians. No. I like men, but I choose to be married to Elohim and to be celibate. I don't want to fool with a man, but I'm very much sexually and romantically attracted to men, not women. I am attracted to women in a platonic sense. I like women. I like the friendship I have with women. That's okay for me to say here in the comfort of my home, in my studio, and amongst the women, female companionships that I have in my life. But to go out there in public, anywhere and everywhere, and declare that I like a woman platonically, people are still going to go, so you're into her. Are you having sex with her? It never fails. Ever. That's what I mean. It's a risk, but in a way, if it's coming from me, if it's coming from the forgers, and we are telling people that is not what that means, this is what it means, and oh yeah, here's the scripture to back up what we're talking about, origin scripture, or King James 11 and King James 15:11, the closest ones to the Torah Hebrew scriptures. It is a fact. It has been proven. I don't care for King James as a person. I don't care for the King James translation. Personally, I don't. But it is the closest. And 15:11 and 16:11 were really, really close versus just King James. New King James, no. And the other King James they got going on, no. But King James 1511, 1611. So if people were to come at me, I would give them those scriptures, and I would give them the Hebrew and the Greek terms and meanings. And I guarantee you it still would make those people mad, and it would still make them angry, and they would still try to argue, nope, what I think and what I feel matters, what you are telling me does not matter. But it does matter. It does matter. It matters because origin matters. These are glasses, but they're not just any kind of glasses. They're blue LED glasses. And then amongst that, they're not just any type of glasses. They are blue LED reading glasses. What does that mean? That means that if you put on my other glasses that are prescribed, they don't have the blue LED. It won't block the harmful rays of the light. But if I go outside where I require sunglasses, these will not help me. And yet there are people out here that even after I tell them what kind of glasses these are and the science thereof, they're going to get mad and they're going to say, no, those are sunglasses. They can protect your eyes if you go out into the sun. No, they can't. Go ask the manufacturer. They're not built for the sun. You can wear them in the sun. It won't do anything for you. Nothing. The canon truth that I have for my characters and their relationship statuses to each other is the same. It's the same thing. Is it a risk? Absolutely. But at least it's coming from me. It didn't come from a third party. It didn't come from a foreigner across the ocean. It didn't come from a fan fiction. Yeah, I'm calling you people out with fan fiction. Fanfiction.net, AO3. Yeah. Y'all, it kills me how the netizens are able to take the core theme of an author's work and then go write a fan fiction, and then people believe the fan fiction ideology over what the author is saying and has written. I'm not going to be that kind of author. I will be that author that if I find you telling the public, telling my readers that, for example, hydrogen and helium are this, Maxine and Deja are this, or sodium and berkelium, they're definitely that. No, I will come after you. If you think I'm being excessive, if you think I'm being dramatic, if you think I'm being a little much, no, I'm not. I care about my work. I put in the time and energy with this work. I went to college. I went to book colleges and seminar schools. I mastered the scriptures and these terms. I mastered my writing for a reason. If anyone is going to make a character openly whatever I want, it will be me. Not you, not somebody else, not my publisher. Me. I get the final say so. I don't say that to be mean. It's just, I know this world. I know how my species behaves. I know how they act. And I got a pretty good idea of what they want to look for anymore. And it's not pure affection. It's not morals. It's not the Lord. They don't want any of those things. They want the opposite of those things. But with my work, you get a nice balance of everything. People of different ideologies, methodologies, lifestyles, beliefs. This is my work. Happy. I've already talked about this in one of my vlogs. I have to be realistic. But at the end of the day, I am a Christian author. I am going to have my Christian characters win. But that doesn't mean that it's a happily ever after ending. When I say win, the character, the light, is how it will end. That doesn't mean that the light characters don't get hurt or die or experience something traumatic that scars them forever. It might start with darkness and end with light. It might start with light, end with darkness in one book, but in the next book, it will definitely end with light. So no matter what I do, light is the goal. light will win. And I also, I'm a firm believer of this. I really think my work, the gift I have, is for specific people. It will not be for everyone. It can't be. Because what I'm touching is going to make people mad at some point. Let's be real. I'm going to make the science community mad, probably going to make the LGBT communities mad, the Christians communities mad, not intentionally, not on purpose, not because I want to start something, but because I'm bold enough and daring enough and relentless enough to state the truth as Yahweh Jehovah intended it to be stated. And I'm not ashamed of that. If I was ashamed, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. If I was ashamed, I wouldn't be working as hard as I am to push what I do. Granted, I have recently applied for a job since I can't get support. I am disabled, by the way. If you're a person that has been watching me from the beginning, you know that I have quoted on multiple occasions that I am disabled. I am disabled. I never lied about it. But my government refuses to help me. My government thinks I'm making all of my symptoms up. I know physically when you look at me, I look healthy. I have muscle. Yeah, I got muscle on me. I have a head of hair. I'm able to stand up. I'm able to walk. But a few years ago, I didn't have hair. A few years ago, I didn't have my muscles. My muscles were ate up, gone. I was in a wheelchair. I had a walker. I had a cane. I still have a cane. My muscles, my vital organs were failing. There was just so much wrong. And they wouldn't believe me. So I am now forced, with all of those illnesses still very much active and hindering me, I have to go get a job. Again, try anyway. I've had jobs before, and I got broke at those jobs. I got hurt on those jobs. And then my health just gradually got worse and worse and worse. It is by Elohim's grace and their will and might over my temple that I have been able to stand up and gain back my muscle that was ate up and gone, that my heart no longer was on the verge of exploding, that my kidneys are not failing, that my stomach was not about to bust, that my bowels were not about to deteriorate, and my colon was not about to get ate up with cancer. Okay, there is so much wrong inside of me, but Elohim looked at that and said, no. Write and draw for me. So I do. Unfortunately, because I don't have support and I am poor and I have bills, I have to go back to Adam's world. That's not what they wanted. Seems like they didn't get what they wanted and I didn't get what I wanted, but that's okay. And yes, I prayed about this. I'm going back to Adam's world, not because I'm defying their orders or because I didn't believe they would supply for me. There's a few factors that filter into that. So why am I saying this? Because my posts and updates might be slower. I might not be here as often. I want to try to make a vlog every day. I want to keep people up to date on what's going on. But this is the recent event in my life. I might be getting a job. The good thing about this, though, if I do get this job, and I get money, then I can put that money into the Patreon. I can put that money into my books, and I can save and budget until finally I have all the things I've always ever needed for my author career. But we'll see. I know with a work schedule, a demanding work schedule, a full-time job, writing won't be a priority. But I'm going to try my best to make it a priority because I want these things done. I want you all to have fun. I want you to read and be blessed. That's it. I'll be back. Have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas if I don't see you before then. Much love. Bye.